We are doing the Leo Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those do resonate well. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Leo. Strongest message that's wanting to come through for you this week. I'm getting this very condescending energy. Like somebody, you're connected to somebody who you feel like they're just very, like they criticize you a lot, or they make you feel like they just kind of turn their nose up at you. They're very jealous of you, and that's why they act like that, but that's not really an excuse, is it? It's not a pleasant energy. Just be mindful if you feel like if you have somebody around you with that type of energy, it's affecting your energy more than you realize. You might look at this person and know or feel like, okay, well, they're just egotistical, or that's just the way they are, or that's just the way they act. But I feel like it's having a much stronger effect on your own energy and on how you perceive yourself, and on your confidence. It's like really affecting you. So just try to kind of disconnect yourself from that person's energy as much as you possibly can. Oh, I love this. I just want to point out right off the bat, you have two rainbows in both of these cards. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think there are any other cards in this deck that have rainbows. There might be one other card. But rainbows obviously signify blessings. They signify good luck. If you notice, your first card out is this clouds card, this storm card. So you are going through some kind of just really tense energy, really heavy energy. You might be in that energy right now. You might have recently came out of that type of energy, but just feeling in this really dark place where everything just maybe even seems to have been or is just kind of crumbling around you. Whatever difficulty you've gone through recently, you're going to be able to see the blessing in it. I hate, the concept that everything everything difficult you go through is for a purpose, because it makes you feel like in order to have something good, you have to go through a lot of struggle. But because it's not really that, but every struggle you go through makes you a stronger person. It helps you learn something. And so, whatever you've been through, you've come out of it in a really good way. You've learned what you needed to learn. You handled it in the right way. You saw it with compassion, whatever it is that you went through. And so this is your energy right now. This is the Rider card. This is good news coming in. This is blessings coming in. This is things just suddenly shifting in your favor. And in front of you, you have the Childhood card, which is kind of that wishes coming true, being able to kind of dream, bigger dreams. This is also a very strong soulmate energy. And then your overall energy is the Commitment card. So if you've been going through difficulties in your love life, in your relationship, I do feel that you and this person both are seeing the strength in this relationship, seeing the joy in this relationship, and moving this connection to a more peaceful place. I also feel we have this Pisces full moon coming in on the 20th, and that full moon is pushing us to dive into those dreams that we have for ourselves. Those dreams that maybe we have even kind of pushed to the side because we've thought, well, these are just ridiculous dreams. You know, that's not something that's really available. It's like really tapping into that innocence when you're young and you believe that anything is possible. It's dreaming and aspiring to manifest things on that level, like with that idea that anything is possible. So you're moving towards a much more peaceful place. You're moving towards this place where you're manifesting what you want in your relationship. You're stepping towards a more committed phase. You're going to the next level. This is also a message to stay committed to being in this energy. Commit yourself to finding that peace, to or maintaining that peace, or embracing that happiness. Commit yourself to pursuing dreams that feel good to you, because you're in this really, really beautiful space. I really love this. Some of you might be getting news about a child, about somebody being pregnant. You might be getting news that you're pregnant. If that's the case, it's something that you've wanted. Somebody might even be getting messages from somebody from a distance, from a childhood friend. It's something that's going to be very uplifting. Some of you might even be getting good news or getting some kind of opportunity to kind of travel and get a vacation and have a retreat. But overall, you're committing yourself. You're seeing your value. Somebody you're connecting to is seeing the value of the connection, of seeing your value. This is like leveling up, and the message is to just stay committed to those dreams. Stay committed to, having that hope, as cheesy as it sounds. All right, let's see what else comes up for you. Stay committed to the path that you've been on, I feel, is one of the messages too, because you're obviously on a good path. You've made it through the difficult part of it. What is your energy coming into the week? You have the Five of Swords. So right now I feel like you're kind of feeling pretty defeated. You might feel like you have a lot of people around you that just create conflict, or you might feel that like relationships are a battle, or the connection that you're in is kind of a battle. Give me one more. You have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like maybe you've just been through some situations recently with a relationship, or maybe even more than one person, where it's like you feel like you're having to kind of fight to protect yourself, or fight to kind of stand in your own truth. And so with the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're just feeling very protective of yourself, very protective of your energy. In a relationship with another person, I feel like there's just been a lot of tension between you two. And so you both are kind of closed off right now, especially with your communication. And I kind of feel too that both of you feel that you're right in your perception, you're right in your view of this, and so neither of you are kind of backing down, seeing the other person's like perspective. Which, in all honesty, even outside of like romantic relationships, that's a pretty, like, globally, energetically, that's a big theme with what a lot of people are going through. Like, a lot of people are just in this very conflicting space, and people are just kind of trying to battle for their beliefs, for what they feel is true for them, and people are really closed off to kind of working together. And it in part, it is kind of the energy that we're going through. A lot is being triggered for people right now. All right, let's keep going. I see you. I like this. You have the King and Queen of Swords. So if this is a relationship, this is, that does represent divine counterparts. I feel like if you're connected to somebody and there is tension between you two and there is kind of this emotional disconnect between you, I feel like this is maybe an issue that you both have been going back and forth with quite a bit. I think the challenge in this is that you both are very mentally strong. You both really look at things in a very logical way. You both really think things through. And I feel like in this disconnect, you both really do believe that you are right. Whoever is right or wrong, and I honestly feel the truth of it is there's some truth in both of the situations. But I feel like you're both in this space of kind of trying to stand in your own truth and stand firm. And I feel like it's not coming from a negative space. I don't feel that it's necessarily coming from a place of ego, but I feel like you're both seeing this truth and you're both seeing this perspective, and you're both trying to stand firm on that. And in that, I feel like the you both have detached yourself from your emotions in this. And so I feel like that's where that kind of back and forth is coming in, that disconnect is coming in. In front of you, you have the King of Pentacles. You and this person both hold a lot of value in your own belief systems. What you are seeing, what you are wanting to manifest is very, very important to you. And I feel like it is for this person as well. But you're both kind of like, because you're both taking your emotions out of it, you're struggling to kind of see that balance in it, if that makes sense. I also want to say that I feel like in this energy, you both have a lot of respect for each other. Even though it seems that you both are kind of holding back, but I feel like that holding back is out of respect. You both might not respect how the other person sees things or sees the situation, but you both have that utmost respect for each other, if that makes sense. This might not at all be a romantic relationship. This might be somebody that you just have, a long-standing connection with somehow. This might be somebody you work with. This might be somebody in your family. I feel like there has been some kind of something painful between you and this person in the past. Or even you both have completely disconnected from each other. Like there was some kind of argument or disagreement and you both just kind of walked away from each other. Or just disconnected for the time being. If that's the case, you're both still completely focused on each other. Let me keep going. Oh, I like this. So overall, you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is manifesting a new beginning. This is moving you towards something more stable. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. It's like a lot of potential. It's a lot of potential to start something solid. It's also potential to recognize value, to commit yourself to something that you feel is important. Underneath that, you have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, and then you have the Lover's card. So if this is about a relationship, I just feel like you're both kind of holding on to this really big burden in this. You're both feeling a lot of pain in this. You're both feeling overwhelmed with this. But you're both dealing with, like, you're both dealing with something completely different in whatever this disagreement is, or this disconnect. Like, you're both really seeing this from a different perspective. Because this disconnect between you two is centering on what is important to both of you. You view this relationship, you view relationships, you have for you what is important to you in a relationship, what is important to you to feel secure in this relationship, what's important for you to have in this relationship moving forward. You have one idea and need for what that is. What this person values and find is important is completely different. And that doesn't mean that you both don't want the same thing. It doesn't mean that you both don't want the relationship. You both want success in this. You both want to get through this. I think to some point you both kind of want to be seen and be validated for what you need. I mean, if you just look at what we're dealing with, we're dealing with these two, if you live in America, two completely different political parties, political views, right? And I don't mean, I'm not even trying to get political at all, but both sides believe in what they believe in. They hold value in their belief systems, right? And that's where that conflict comes in. And I feel like to some degree that's what you and this person are dealing with. You really hold you hold value in what you believe in and what you need and what you need in this relationship, and this person does as well, and those values are kind of conflicting. So I think that you're both just kind of defensive right now because both of you really believe that the other person is not acknowledging their needs. But with this Strength card, I do feel if this is like a friendship, a long-standing friendship, this for some of you might even be a career choice. You might be in a career that you don't feel is cohesive to what you value. And so you might be feeling overwhelmed by this. And it's like there's no point in whatever the situation that you work for. It's like the other side of that. It's like there's no budging in that belief system. And so in that case, I do feel that you have an opportunity to move towards something that you feel like something that you want to manifest within your career. And I feel like you have an opportunity coming in that. I feel like it might present itself as a very small opportunity at first. Maybe an opportunity to work for yourself on the side for a little bit, or work in an environment that you've been wanting to work in, but it's only part-time at first. But I feel like this opportunity is being presented to you, and it is going to lead to a lot of success. It's about making choices for you that you value, it moving towards things that you value. And so if you find with this person that you can't find that common ground, I feel like you're stepping out of this energy this week and kind of taking that, you know, what I value is important, and you feel successful coming out of that in that space. For a lot of you though, I feel like there is a lot of love here. I feel like there is a lot of respect here, and I feel like that's kind of what you're both seeing in this. You're both kind of seeing a lot of strength in the other person. And so I feel like what you're being presented with this week is an opportunity to see a softer side in this situation. It's almost like there's this opening in communication for you two to have a more lighthearted conversation, and that will lead to putting in more emotions in this connection in the form of compassion and that desire to understand. Because I feel like underneath the surface, you both want to bring change in this. You both have a lot of love and respect for each other. It's just about pulling out of this back and forth. Like, instead of trying to battle who's right and who's wrong, I think that's what you're cutting out. Is that in essence, you both are going to be able to look at this and feel like you're both in essence right, because that's what is important to you individually. And I think that's the common ground that you both are coming to, and finding that ability to kind of let go. Because I feel like there's just a lot of resentment built up, because you both have been in this perception of this is how this relationship needs to go. And you both hold value in that. And you both have been fighting for that, holding all this resentment because the other person doesn't seem to be budging. And once you're both able to kind of let this resentment go, you can kind of move forward in a more positive way. Because I think underneath the surface, you both have a lot of love for each other. And this is kind of inspiring you both to move this forward in a different way, like embracing your differences. Oh, I really like this message. Y'all are probably like, fuck you. All right, what is your overall message in this? You have the Fawn. That's that natural magic card. Let me see. Oh yeah, I really love this. Okay. So you do have the Piper card. This is that energy of romance, of love. That's that Knight of Cups energy. I think that that's kind of what is coming in for you and this person this week. And if it's not, like I said, if it's not a romantic relationship, you're getting this desire and this pull to kind of follow your dreams. Like, you're tapping more into your own emotions. But if it's this relationship with this other person, I do feel that there are more emotions coming into this relationship right now. You're both feeling more emotions, and I feel like you've detached from them for a little while, but this Pisces full moon is kind of bringing those emotions back up. This does indicate that you will get through this, that you and this person will get through this and be in a better space because of it. I feel like when this does open up for you, I feel like you're going to see things very differently. I think you're both going to have a better understanding for each other, and it's gonna kind of strengthen the emotions of the connection. Now, you do have the Death card as the outcome. That does not mean that this relationship is ending, unless this is something that you want to disconnect from. And I feel like if that's the case, you're already in that space. You're just looking for that closure to completely step out of that. And I think that that's what you're going to be getting with this, but you're going to be getting the closure in the sense of not in that angry way. You'll both be able to come to that agreement and have that understanding and disconnect in a compassionate way. And that keeps you open to manifesting bigger and better relationships. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's just bringing this connection. It's bringing a big change to this connection. It's bringing a transformation where you don't have to keep repeating the same battle with each other. And it's bringing you both to the next level. And underneath that, you have another transformation card. And both of these are about paying attention to details. I feel like what's really going to change in this connection is that you both will have a better understanding of why the other person feels the way that they do. And that is about bringing powerful healing. So I love you guys. Have a good week. Bye bye.